everyone, today I'll be making a video that's a little bit different from the usual, but I thought I would experiment and try something a little different. And if you guys like these videos, please let me know and I'll be happy to make more. So today I'll be telling you all about the time somebody watched me while I was sleeping. So if any of the people that were involved are watching this, hi, I do not mean anything against you, okay? I'm just trying to tell a story to people who watch this video, and anyways, this story happened about 4 to 5 years ago, and I believe I was 13 or 14. I think I was in grade 8 or something like that. I can't quite remember. So I had this friend, I'm not going to use any actual names due to privacy reasons, so let's name her Becky. She was a year or so younger than me, and her and I were pretty good friends. She lived across the road from me, and we would hang out quite often at each other's houses. I was hanging out with her one day, and she really wanted me to sleep over. I'm not quite sure if I'd already slept over prior, but I was quite hesitant this time round. So let me fill you in. She has an older brother who we'll name Trent. Trent is a month or so older than me, and we were kind of friends. He was actually the reason I met Becky, so Trent was, you know what I mean, a little more on the creepy side. Sorry to say, but this is why I was a little hesitant with sleeping over. I had a very bad feeling, but somehow Becky managed to convince me to sleep over. So I bring my stuff over and the night plays through and we all head off to bed. Right before I go to bed, when their mother was gone, Trent shows me a text on his phone that he didn't want to send since his mum reads his text messages. The message said, "Do you like me?" At least I'm pretty sure he showed me that. That's what I briefly remember. He meant it in a crush way. I believed I kind of led him on during the day, causing him to ask me. I was so young and unexperienced, I never really had a boyfriend or did any flirting or anything like that, so I handled the situation not in the best way. So I go to bed and stay up a little talking to Becky as well as messaging Trent since, you know, he was like sending me messages. Eventually he asked me to meet him in the hallway. In reply to Trent's message, I was at first like, no thanks. Then he kept pestering me and eventually I was like, fine. I met him in the hallway and he asked me out. In reply, I walk back into Becky's room, close the door and sit against it. I was too scared to say no. So eventually everyone goes to sleep. I had my eyes a little open and I saw him at the frickin' doorway. I messaged him saying, "Was that you at the doorway?" He says, "No." I know for sure it was him. I was terrified and tried to fall back asleep, and I somehow managed to. I'm in a rather deep sleep and all of a sudden I get a really strange feeling. I go into a lighter sleep and then all of a sudden I open my eyes and he was sitting right next to the mattress watching me sleep. I scream and tell him to go away and say how creepy that is. He said something along the lines of, "That's what lovers do." I'm like, "No, get out." He leaves and I'd gotten so mad that I sent him a text saying something along the lines of, "I'm sorry, but I'm not ready for a boyfriend and no offense, but I'm not really into you. Could we just stay friends?" He says yes. Even after all of that drama, he tries to convince me to give him a hug, otherwise he'll continue to be creepy. Wow, blackmailing your friends is such a great thing. What a great friend, am I right? The moral to that story is, listen to your gut feelings and don't lead people on that you're not into. This would have never happened if I kept strong and said no to Becky, or if I was brave enough to say no to Trent. Even then, I don't know what would have happened. He ended up getting into big trouble the next morning, and it was all good after that. Thanks a bunch for watching this video. I hope you all like this type of video. I've never attempted this type of video before, so please let me know in the comments what you think, and I'd really appreciate any feedback. I hope you all have a lovely day, and remember, be keen and stay green. Woo!